And as you heard, Texas Sandfest did kick off today. And of course, it's facing some of those challenging coastal conditions that Carly was talking about. Now, event organizers say they're prepared to make adjustments if they have to in order to keep the festival going. Natalia Osuna was at Sandfest this afternoon. She spoke with sculptors and coordinators, and she joins us here now. Natalia?
Mike, well, the combination of strong winds and the risk of coastal flooding isn't ideal for an event centered around sand, right? But that's not slowing anybody down. While sculptors tell me it tosses an additional challenge to the competition, organizers say it's something they're prepared for.
Spring weather is putting the Texas Sandfest to the test. Competitors aren't just racing against the clock, they're also battling the elements. Like Damon Langlois.
Yesterday, I called it a mulligan day.
He's been a sand sculptor for 30 years. He says heavy wind gusts are adding to existing pressure.
The wind's beating at you, and there's so much time pressure. There's points where you just say to yourself, I have to commit, so I carved this face. Then I stepped away and went to the bathroom and came back and saw it from afar, and I had to cut it all back because it was this awful sloped angle, and then an hour left.
Randy Ewing is competing in the semi-pro category.
Today will be an 8-hour day and tomorrow will be an 8-hour day.
He agrees with Langlois, saying the wind has been one of the biggest challenges of the competition.
Sculpting one of the eyes, right? So I'm poking out one of those eyes and literally the wind is pushing me and I've got to steady my hand. The wind was crazy today. The wind was really tough.
And it's not just the wind. They're also keeping an eye on the high tide.
It's just sand and water, so you're battling it. You always keep your fingers crossed. There's worse weather than this, so there's also a bit of gratitude. You know, the sun's not beating on us too hard. Heavy sun, heavy wind, just blows your sculpture away.
Tim Park leads the Texas Sandfest. He's been involved in planning for the past 10 years.
The plans in place for wind. We met with the city today to talk about the possible high winds coming in tomorrow night and early Sunday morning. That's the biggest concern is, tents and other things that fly around. So we are prepared.
Park says there's also measures to protect those elaborate sculptures from the waves.
There's large sand berms along the beach that keep the water out. So we do plan for a lot of this.
Meanwhile, Ewing says that the tight-knit community makes it all easier.
Every time I come to a competition, I learn something because it's less like competitors and more like just a bunch of geeks playing in the sand who are trying to help you.
Now, Mike, again, these are just so impressive. You really have to go out there and see them for yourself to believe it. We'll have even more coverage on Sandfest tomorrow on 3 News, highlighting tourism and economic boosts it brings to the coastal bend. Mike.